Respected Amit Amla sir, my colleagues, and this aura of a big gathering of civil service aspirants, I'm really delighted to be here among all of you. That I have given such kind of an opportunity to interact with you. I'm not an expert on this new law, uh, the Indian Penal Code, which has been replaced by Bharatiya Naya Sanhita. So I'm just here to give just a brief my interpretation of among all of you. So I'll just say just only one thing. As you are all preparing for very prestigious exams such as UPSC and State Public Service Commissions and rest of there are lots of other commissions as CDS is there and various numerous cases always there. So this new law has obtained has been developed in such a way that the legacy of the Britishers, which we have been carrying forward from 1947 when we have got independence. So, what Indian system adopted, they adopted the ways of Britishers. They left India in 1947, but they uh, kept a law which was suiting their own mindset, which was suiting their own standards, so whether that was properly taking the Indian aspirations, Indian system, Indian population, or their different standards into consideration or not, that thing has been taken care of. That's a very, very essential thing. That our lawmakers, which have spent a lot of time in brainwashing, in mobilizing opinions around world think tanks, that how new things we can incorporate to make it the victim centric. It's victim centric. That's very, very important. We have reduced, it has been reduced from 511 to, the sections have been reduced from 511 to 300 and 315, 58. So the rest of the sections have not been removed from Indian Penal Code or Bharatiya Naya Sanhita. Try to understand. You should have that glorified opinion, a broader opinion, because you are preparing for very prestigious examinations, and I hope you guys will qualify. My hopes are because I have been always I have myself qualified in 2004 in first attempt only, without any coaching, without anything, but only self study. But that time the standard was it was okay. But now standard I see it's really very, very challenging. So I am not here to give you, because you must have heard that numerous amount of lectures on how you qualify KS, how you qualify AS. I will not go into that. You all know that. So I will broadly highlight a very few things briefly before, because I'm committed somewhere else as well. That there are some new offences as well. Please, I will suggest, I will not force anybody, but I will suggest just go through this Bharatiya Naya Sanhita in totality. Your broader, when you'll be appearing for PT examinations, your knowledge level will be checked. How much broader knowledge you have. That the real check of your this knowledge will be preliminary examination. And in this preliminary examination, this is new, this forms a very integral and important part of your PT, preliminary examination. So new offences have been added. There is a structure of new offences which are there. New emerging technologies have been incorporated in the evidence point of view. For example, we wanted I will just quote an example. There is a mail, a simple mail. You have some fraudster has signed a mail. So you have received that mail on and he has told you to deposit 1 lakh rupees or 50,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, that I will give you this. So you receive that mail, you transferred the money, and when you check that mail, it comes as a spam. It's not a valid mail, right? That mail is the only thing. Earlier, that was not the sufficient evidence from the Evidence Act. That was not sufficient evidence when you punish that fraudster. Now, what has happened? You have the screenshot of that mail. That mail will, that your phone address will go to a forensic science expert or a lab ESU, that is called electronic surveillance unit, or forensic science expert. That mail will go there. They will download that. They will attest section, that's called section 8, section 8 certification, that really this is a spam mail, he has been cheated. That's, he will give a certificate. That's section 8 certificate of this by any cyber authority. We have our own sections, these ESUs, electronic surveillance units. We have forensic science laboratory here. So this much of evidence earlier, it was not valid. Now it's valid because of new Bharatiya Naya Sanhita. So it has revolutionized, it has given a lot of power to the electronic, these evidences. Electronic evidences are now readily available. If every one of us is surrounded by Google, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, all the channels. So you leave every footprint. Whatever you do with the phone, you leave a footprint back, and that is the data which is stored in the net, in the overall. Matlab, your everything, your moment, when you sleep, when you wake up, when you go to the studies, whatever you do, when your phone is with you, you are being watched. And whoever fiddles with you, fiddles with your privacy, fiddles with your studies, fiddles with your bank accounts, fiddles with your passport, fiddles with your email, fiddles with your WhatsApp, now this law has given enough of sanctity, enough of authority to the law enforcing agencies, to LAEs, that they will support you fully. You need to you need to have trust in that. Sincere, and this suggestion will be, please go through part by part, chapter by chapter in this law, and especially new law. So forensic examination, as far as forensic examination is concerned, it has given so simplified versions of your digital, your voice, your whatever evidences you are there present in there, whether it is in form of bank checkbooks, whether in form of passbooks, whether in forms of ATMs, or whatever it is. So forensic lab, along coupled with the authority given by this section in penal way, it's a penal section. You know, you should understand the procedure in penal. You know that CRPC is a procedures how to criminalize the things. This is a penal section. It gives the penal authority how you punish a person. If he has committed cheating, that's 420 cheating. The penalty for cheating. If somebody has committed a murder, so it's a penal section. It will give you the penal authority. So that's why it's important than rest of the things. So it is broadly, which we call, it has fixed a lot of accountability to LEAs, law enforcing agencies. They are highly accountable. It gives the procedural guidance that you have. There is a UAPA, this Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. So in that section, it requires a very minute kind of investigation, which should be supported by very well qualified evidences. Otherwise, that case doesn't sustain, and it has to be charged within 180 days. So we are accountable. If somebody is not involved, this section will help him not getting involved if he's unnecessarily involved. This is enough for the protection of this victim. This is victim-centric, perfectly victim-centric. And accountability to the police is so much that we cannot keep you hanging. You come into the police station, you lodge a complaint, there are certain sections which are required to be incorporated in that complaint. You have been cheated, you have been beaten, you have been fraudulently restrained from entering your property, you have been harassed, you have been stalked, whatever it is. So it has made the law enforcing agencies accountable that they take a call on that. You all must be very qualified, and you know the new trending regimes, the international world over. So world over, people have become more reformative. So that thing has been taken care in this Bharatiya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. It is more reformative. See, penalty in which you are being handcuffed. They cannot go simultaneously by and reformation one side, and on one side they are handcuffing you, taking the jail. But it has been designed in such a way that there is a lot of reformist kind of an ideology, reformist strategy, which has been brought in those sections. When you will grasp it properly, along with all your subjects, so this should be part of there should be, if you study geography, Indian economy, world geography, this world economy, this science, and modern history, modern India, medieval and ancient, whatever you study, in the modern India, in the modern history, I think in the administrative setup, this forms the latest and the most revelatory reservations which have come up by the MHA, by our new government. So I hope every one of you will go. There are books are available there, 50, 60 rupees books, small books like 60 pages and 120 pages, not more than that. So whenever you read an essay, you try in the early morning. What I used to do for my exams. When I wake up in the morning at 6, I was a late riser. I used up at 9 o'clock. So I used to write in the morning first one essay. It used to take me 1 hour. I used to write one essay in the morning, with fresh mind, and whatever essay it is. That this today is a sunny day. Anything, essays, what essays come. So make it a habit. And whatever, if 2-3 times you have read this Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, try to write an essay on that. I am not binding you to write this thing only, but that thing will recuperate again and again, that there's sections, those reformative things, those forensic things, they will come and they will get into your mind. And when something being put in writing, you will never forget that. You will remember it after 10 years. That whenever that question will come to you, so that they remember. I will suggest that on very crucial subjects where you have scope to study and to remember, then you should write something. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Amit Amla sir. I have very short time, and I am really happy and I'm delighted to be part of this. In the morning, I was in a very important place. I was in a very important meeting, in fact. But they told me that we are doing it among the civil service aspirants. I was delighted. I came running. I am sweating. I came running to meet all of you. God bless you. Wish you all the very best, and study very hard. Be focused. Read 18 hours a day, and your hard work is the key.